Today we are going to be taking a look at and using some Renaissance wax. I picked this up to treat knives that I was planning on basically keeping long term and not using. For knives that I use rim oil, but Renaissance wax is more of a harder wax. So based on this, we can zoom in on here. It is, so that's the directions. But what can be used for is furniture, leather, paintings, metal, marble, ivory, and many other surfaces, which includes steel. So I have found it to be fantastic for putting on some of my old knives as well as higher end knives that I'm going to be keeping on display and do not want to be rusting. So first off, I'm putting on some gloves because it does have a somewhat strong smell. I don't believe it is harmful. Yeah, it doesn't even say that you are, or that you need to have gloves, but I do like to wear it anyways, especially because I don't want fingerprints. I also have some cotton patches. And I like using these more than, let's say, a microfiber cloth, as I don't want to be taking something that has been used on something and then dipping it back into the wax where it could contaminate it and get something that could scratch up the knives or whatever else you are using the wax on. So here is a older knife that at least was discontinued in 1990, if not earlier. And we have some of the Renaissance wax right there. I take one of the patches, dip it in there so that I have some on there. Let's put a little bit more. And then simply wipe it on there. And this isn't getting a good view of it. There we go. So you can see it's kind of coated on there, and you want to work it in to there because it will dry clear. So you can see right there, that's where I would still want to basically clean it off. Maybe use the other side. Where we want just a very, very thin layer on there. You don't want something thick where it would gunk it up or change the appearance. There we go. So it looks like you can barely see it, if at all. Same thing on this other side. We still have some wax on here. If you're wanting to really avoid contaminating either from like one side to the other, maybe you want to switch to a different patch. This isn't dirty, so I'm not too concerned about that. So we can see the wax has gotten on there. And then we want to rub that in. See a very thin layer on there. I need to wipe some more off at the bottom there. But once it dries, you really can't see it too much. And sometimes I will have a microfiber cloth that after I've used one of these, I'll wipe it down just to get any extra of that wax off. So let's take a microfiber, kind of show that. Then on both sides. And there you go. That is one of the blades treated. And I would do that on the other blade, on the handle as well. If it had a leather sheath, I would treat the leather sheath, as it is good for that as well. But that is Renaissance wax, something that I have found very nice and want to share it with everybody else. Thanks for watching.